to the only podcast to release government files that no one cares about.
And now for something completely different.
So, there was an eclipse recently, on the 9th. I mean, everyone knows that eclipses are signs of doom, right? I mean, the world's gonna end soon. This prophesized ending was enforced by the 4.8 earthquakes in New Jersey, and that volcano in Italy that's blowing more smoke rings than Gandalf and his hobbits. Georgia representative and woman who wears this to a Congress meeting, Marjorie Taylor Greene, posted this message on Twitter as her form of celebrating the eclipse. God is sending Americans strong signs, telling us to repent. Earthquakes and eclipses and many more to come. I pray that our country listens. Praying hands emoji. So, doomsday foretelling from conspiracy theorists aside, what else did those zany Republicans do? Trump released a fan-made ad that celebrated his candidacy during the eclipse. Kiro, can you play that now? So that exists? That's amazing. I love it. Now, the right-wing conspiracy theorists in the cluster known as Fox News will find a way to twist anything into an issue about the border, since many of them are now insisting that the eclipse offered a rare opportunity for immigrants. Fox claimed that the eclipse would give border crossers the darkness they need to sneak by undetected. Wow, I mean, yeah, they'll never get a chance like that until, nightfall. Never a chance again. Fox is just so stupid. They can twist anything to meet the idiotic standards of Republican right-wing conspiracy theorists. Just like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, welcome to a new segment we're introducing, this one called NATO is Stupid. Welcome to NATO is Stupid, where we talk about how NATO messes up globally and politically. Today on the menu, we're talking about Russia. NATO is incredibly scared of Russia, but some new statements made by French President Emmanuel Macron will undoubtedly exacerbate the situation. The rather attractive Emmanuel Macron, Kiro, fine, President Macron, is that better? Has been gearing up for a fight against Putin and Russia, undoubtedly realizing what the rest of NATO has not. That by not making a stand today with Ukraine will likely mean that they will have to make a stand later by themselves. But this time, on their home soil. Russia is just too big to survive long term. They rely 60% on fossil fuels in an increasingly progressive energy world. That 60% won't last. In addition, eastern Russia is facing its own quiet invasion. That part of Russia is rich in land and production, land that many Chinese are eager to lay claim to. With many ethnic Russians moving to the western part, they're being replaced with Chinese citizens. There are now more Chinese citizens working in eastern Russia than ethnic Russians. Russia is afraid of an eventual Chinese invasion and still hasn't gotten over its humiliation during the Cold War. Due to this, it's eager to regain the Eastern Bloc, bolstering its military and economic might. This expansion starts with Ukraine. Meanwhile, NATO is too afraid of Russia's sheer might, despite obviously being more powerful. In truth, NATO is just too scared of upsetting the fragile peace, unaware that it's already been upset. They're also worried about America's unreliability. With the uncertain elections, NATO doesn't know if America will support them in the future. You have a choice between a pro-NATO American president or an American president who would much rather deepen his threesome with Putin and Kim Jong-un. Ew. America itself is one of the superpowers of the world and could take on Russia with the support of NATO. Yet all of NATO is just too scared over the idea of showing force against a hostile country, too scared of the repercussions. They can't believe that someone would try to upset peace. But that's exactly what Russia is trying to do. Which brings us back to Emmanuel Macron, who is trying to expose NATO to the threat that Russia poses, claiming, either stand with Ukraine and beat Russia, or face a much stronger Russia on your home soil. This has been NATO is Stupid. And just remember, Ukraine, just as Alabama Senator Katie Britt says,
see you, we hear you, and we stand with you.
Good God. This has been the Eclipse episode of The, everyone.